In this video, I'll show you how to use the Robinhood app, web platform, and an investing beginner resource called Robinhood Learn. Hey everyone, I'm Austin, and I've been using Robinhood since 2016 and have seen the improvements to the platform over the years. I wanted to make this video to show you the latest version of the platform, particularly to beginner investors who are looking to start investing. So if you're interested to learn about Robinhood, be sure to give this video a like. With that said, let's jump into it. So I'll first go over the Robinhood app by looking into each of the 5 pages. And the first one we'll start with is the home page. Or as Robinhood calls it, the investing page, which has the chart icon seen here in the middle of the screen. That is the page that will first show up when you log into your Robinhood account. So the screen on the left is what you'll see first when you open the app. From top to bottom, we see the total portfolio amount under investing, today's performance shown in dollars and percent, link to the top right to get a free stock with Robinhood when you sign up, which you can do by clicking my referral link in the description below, and the portfolio's performance graph shown in various time periods. You can hold a point in the graph to see the performance at a particular time. Below that, we see the current buying power, which is the amount of uninvested cash you have to use for future orders, and your personalized news cards that you can swipe through to get updates on stocks you own or in your watch list. Moving to the screen on the right, we see your total portfolio amount at the top. Below the news cards, we see the list of stocks that you currently own. So in my case, I currently own shares of Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia, Zynga, and some more companies. I'm not a financial advisor, so definitely do your own research before making any investment decisions, and don't just blindly copy anyone's investments. So after the list of stocks, we see the list of cryptocurrencies or crypto that you own. So in my case, I own a small portion of my portfolio is in Bitcoin. Below that, we see the list section, which shows all the watch lists that you created. On the right screen, we see an option to create a new list, so you can add stocks to a watch list to track stocks by category. At the bottom, we see the following section, which shows different lists that Robinhood provides, such as upcoming earnings that we see here that you can follow. Now, let's take a look at the cash page. So the cash page is depicted by a wallet icon shown in the middle. So the cash page shows your current buying power at the top, the Robinhood debit card that I have, and your recent history, which shows your recent dividends, order executions, and more. As we scroll down the page, we see the current interest rate schedule. So we see that the current interest rate is 0.30% APY. Below that, we see the payout flow, which occurs at the end of each month. Then we see the lifetime interest I have been paid and the ability to find fee-free ATMs. Next, let's look at the browse page. The browse page is depicted by a magnifying glass shown in the middle. So on the left screen, the browse page shows a search bar where you can search for a particular company that you're interested in buying. Speaking of that, I'll go over the whole process of buying a stock on Robinhood later on. Below the search bar, we see popular lists provided by Robinhood, such as the 100 most popular stocks on the platform that you can follow. If we click on 100 most popular, we'll see the screen in the middle that shows all 100 stocks. Now, if we click on the plus icon in the top right, we'll see a pop-up saying this list is added to the following section on the investing page, which is shown on the right screen. As we scroll down the page, we see on the left screen the top movers that are stocks making the biggest moves today, as well as other news articles. Now, there are also news videos that you can watch. When you click on a video, the video will play with audio and subtitles on. You can scroll through different videos from various news sources. Next, let's look at the messages page. The messages page is depicted by a text box icon shown in the middle. So on the left screen, on this screen, the messages page shows the latest updates from each company that you're interested in, or with Robinhood themselves. So if we click on one of those messages, we see the latest update, which for this company is that my order was completed. And I have a couple options to see more details or place a new order. I personally don't use this page often, but it's still good info to have. Next, let's look at the profile page. So the profile page is depicted by a person icon shown here. So on the screen, we see the total portfolio amount, some cards to show you additional features, one of which is Robinhood Gold, which is their subscription model with many other features, one of which is research reports for companies. Personally, I don't use Gold since we can find the same info online. Below that, we see the section for free stocks, and you can get one free stock by signing up using my link in the description. And we see sections for investing, transfers, statements and history, and below that is a settings and a help section. One part that I want to highlight is the statements and history section, since it contains your account statements and tax documents, which will help with filing your taxes. Now, let's go through the entire process of buying a stock. So let's first go to the browse page. Let's say we want to buy Apple stock. So we search for Apple on the left screen. Then we click on the first option, which is Apple, and we get taken to the Apple stock page that we see on the right. From top to bottom, we see Apple's current stock price, today's performance, the performance after hours, the performance graph, today's trading volume, and the trade button. As we scroll down, we see the stats section, which shows some key stats about a company, the news section, which shows articles pertaining to the company. Then on the right, we see the analyst rating section, which shows analyst arguments for either buying or selling the stock, and the research report section, which is a Robinhood Gold feature. So if we continue down, below that we see the earnings, related lists, and on the right, the about section. So after doing research on the company, we can buy the stock by clicking on the trade button at the bottom. Once we do that, these three options will pop up: trade options, sell, and buy. Let's click on buy, and it'll take us to the screen on the right that shows your current buying power available. This buy screen defaults to buying shares at the current market price, which is what we see here. So if we click on shares on the top right, it'll take us to the different types of orders. So on the left, we see different types of market orders and conditional orders. Market orders are orders placed at the current market price. So here we can either buy in dollar amounts or number of shares. One great feature is that you can buy fractional shares, which means that you can invest as little as $1 and get a fractional share of a company, which is great for people who don't have a lot of money to start investing. Below that, we have the conditional orders, which allow you to have more control on your buying price. On the right, we see all the available conditional orders. We have recurring investment, limit order, trailing stop order, and stop limit order. I normally use limit orders, so let's use a limit order. So after clicking on limit order, we see on the left that we can set the limit price, which is the maximum price you'll buy Apple for. If you click on the info icon in the top right, we see a description and nice visualization of how a limit order works on the right. Essentially, a limit order is only executed at the limit price or lower, which allows you to buy on a dip, as shown in the visualization. So on the left, you see we placed a limit price of $100. And when we click continue, on the right, we can set the trading hours for this order. This order can execute during either market hours or extended hours. It defaults to market hours, but let's pick extended hours. So after that, we see the time that the order is in force. We can either pick 3 p.m. tomorrow, which is when the market closes, or good for up to 90 days. Defaults to 3 p.m. tomorrow, but let's pick good for up to 90 days. So let's click continue, and we go to the order review screen, which is shown on the right. Once everything looks good, we can click on review. So we see on the left an order summary, and you can swipe up to submit the order. Once we submit it, it says the order is received on the right. Then we get a confirmation on the left saying the order is queued. So if we go back to the investing page or the Apple stock page, we see an upcoming activity section that shows the limit buy order, as shown on the right. Now, if you don't have any money to start investing, you can invest in this channel by buying a share of the like button for just $0 by clicking it and making it blue. With your investment, you'll partake in the growth of this video by helping it be recommended to other people who are interested in investing. So I'd really appreciate your investment. With that said, let's continue with the video. Now let's go over the web platform. So we can access the web platform by going to robinhood.com. So this is the current homepage where you can log in by clicking it on the top right. So when you first log in, you see your portfolio performance in a similar format to the app. On the right sidebar, we can see the list of current stocks that I own. So the top navigation bar from left to right is the Robinhood logo, which takes you back to the portfolio page, the search bar, the free stocks page, which shows your list of free stocks that you received, and you can get your own free stock by signing up using the link in my description. Portfolio, cash, messages, and accounts. So below the graph and buying power, we see the popular lists and news sections. One part to highlight is on the cash page, the find fee-free ATM section shows a nice map to give you a better visualization when finding an ATM. So I wanted to go over the process of buying a stock in the web platform. So let's say we want to buy Amazon stock this time. Well, we can search for Amazon, and when we click on Amazon, we go to their stock page. So in general, we see the same sections from the app here in the web platform. Now, the stock page in the web platform has a couple of differences from the same page in the app. For one, there are a few lists shown at the top that Amazon is a part of, such as 100 most popular, consumer services and retail, and software. We also see a buy rating to the right of the list. In this case, we see a 94% buy rating. So, and the buy section is now on the right side. So if we zoom in on the buy section and click on the down arrow in the top right, we get the list of order types. Let's choose limit order again. So here we can set the limit price, number of shares, and when the order expires. And we can review and submit the order similarly to when we did it in the app. So now let's go over Robinhood Learn. So Robinhood Learn is their free beginning investor resource that goes over key investing concepts and terms. You can access it by going to learn.robinhood.com. The first thing we see is the main page. If we scroll down, we see the Investing 101 screen, which goes over what's an investment, stock, and the stock market. Now, there are plenty of investing articles that you can check out here. Let me know in the comment section if you want to learn more about investing basics, and I can make a separate video. Now let's quickly go over what they discuss about options. So for their options, if you're interested about options, you can get started with options, and I'll show you a primer for options and some risk management as well. And again, you can learn a lot more about options with their various articles. So now let's go into the library to check out some key investing terms. So a few key terms to know are portfolio, ETF, dividend, and diversification. And you can check out the whole library in Robinhood Learn as well. Now let's go over how to get started with Robinhood. So you can create your own Robinhood account by using my referral link in the description below. So if you click that link, you'll see this screen where you can claim your free stock. If you scroll down, you'll see the details for how to get your free stock. Specifically, you don't need any money in your account to get your free stock. You only need to sign up using my link and link your bank account without depositing any money into your Robinhood account. So definitely check out my link in the description. So I hope you got a lot of value out of this video and learned how to use Robinhood. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more investing and personal finance content, and hit the bell to get notified when my videos get uploaded. Also, comment down below anything else you want to see and learn, and follow me on my socials to get even more investing and personal finance content. With that said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.